Welcome back to another Ammunition video. Today we'll focus on the recap of the Montreal Canadiens Draft 2025. But before we talk about each players, I want to talk about the Montreal Canadiens, Kent Hughes, Jeff Gordon, because when they talk about the last couple of days, they switch on the transition of a rebuild team to a team on rebuild mode. What is this? But what happening, guys? The staff management and the scout management are on the transition. After the last couple of years, Montreal accumulate asset after asset on different position. They was trying to get many of them. So at some point, when they move on the team rebuild mode, now they can accumulate better players from other teams. When they have many assets, they can trade for. That's happening Friday. They accumulate 2 first-round picks at 2025, 16-17. One for the Calgary Flame. They put both together to get Noah Dobson. So when they decide to go to the draft 2025, the staff and the scout development, Bobrov and Lapointe, they decide to stack on different positions where they are going to be in demand in the next couple of years. And that's the reason they focus on the right side defenseman position to accumulate more and to be willing to trade at some point the next couple of years. Remember, Montreal have Rebacker, Mayu, and Kushnikov, but that's what they have only on the right side. So that's the reason behind that. The Montreal Canadiens really focused during that draft 2025 on the right defenseman position. So let's dive in and talking about each player the Montreal select at the NHL Draft 2025. First of all, let's go to Friday night. Friday night, the Montreal Canadiens make a huge trade at the NHL Draft 2025. They trade their picks number 16, 17 of the first round with Eman to get Noah Dobson. You can watch my video yesterday. I'm talking about that trade between the New York Islanders and the Montreal Canadiens. Dobson signed an 8-year deal at $9.5 million. Dobson is a 6'4", over 200 pounds. He is a right defenseman and is going to help in the Montreal Canadiens at long term. This is only 25 years old. Great trade for the Montreal Canadiens. Like I said earlier, the accumulation of assets of the Montreal Canadiens gave a chance now to go on the rebuild team mode transition. It was that's all for Friday, guys. We have to wait on this Saturday, day number 2, to know what the Montreal Canadiens are going to do with the next 10 pick, who are going to select, if they're going to trade up or trade down. And they was really active Saturday because what happening, guys, the first move, it was trade up. They trade the pick number 41 and plus the pick number 49 on the second round to jumping to 34 and get the pick 189 from the Canada Hurricane. At that moment, the Montreal Canadiens select a specific players and they select what they thinking will be a great asset at long term with the Montreal Canadiens, a top 6 forward, Alexander Zarevsky. Now, from the elite prospect, the profile of Zarevsky from the elite prospect, guys, is about a big, great a winger with an elite hands and a unique development path makes for a real boom or bust type an NHL draft pick. If you can see, his biggest number are the stick and glean, his hand are amazing. 7, and then he have an amazing great shot. What is really interesting to know more about this player, scored 24 goals. He has only 2 goals during his first 16 games in MHL, and he finished so strong during the second part of the season. He played in the KHL during the playoff against, example, Radulov. So you can see his improvement, his development. He came from a small location and was not recognized by many people. Bobrov talked about the fact it was really close with Demidov, and finally someone opened the door. They bring him on the MHL, and he grew month after month. At the point now, he became the 34 overall pick for the Montreal Canadiens, Alexander Zarevsky. Now you can see on that one guy is a 6'1", 163 pounds. Some of you said, oh my God, he's so light. Don't worry about that. It will increasing his weight at some point. Every player go through that with no problem. Caulfield, Hudson, I can make other name in NHL. What you can see overall by the elite prospect is really great on the transition, and also his defense side of the game is really solid. Other graphic guy, you can see what he looked like on different categories on the scouting profile. I don't want to go deep about this, but on this part, but remember, guys, what we know about him is all about his hands, the way he shoot the puck. This is two big, unique element he has for Zarowski, and his work ethic is great. He compete, not bad for a 6'1 right winger, fit on the size what the Montreal looking for, but again, the two elements Montreal looking for, size, work ethic, compete, play hard. And that's what we got with Alexander Zarowski, the 34 overall pick for the Montreal Canadiens. Now, the Montreal Canadiens, the next pick, it was at the pick 79. And what happening, guys, on this one? But the Montreal Canadiens make another trade up. They pick the pick number 79 and the 108 on the third round pick to get the pick number 69 from the Boston Bruins. At that moment, the Montreal Canadiens select at the pick number 69 center Aiden Popanikis. Aiden is a huge 6'4.25, approximately 6'5 now, 196 pounds. He shot on the right. Is big, great by the elite prospect. His number is really about one specific category. That's where you're going to like it. Is physical. He's a great forechecker, a great skater too. Is a tough physical center with puck skill, mobility, and defensive upside. A little bit more consistency required, but is poised for a breakout season. Playing the WHL last season, guys, with the Swift Current Broncos. This is a great selection for the Montreal Canadiens. If you look a little bit more about different information about his profile, but look his defensive side of the game, 81, his offense 72, and the transition a little bit low at 67. Overall is at 80, but you can see the possibility of Aiden could play in the NHL at some point is there. I think you can look at the next graphic out different categories where he's really good on the proactive contact per 60 and the board battle. So what happening on that pick, guys? Montreal are looking for a player who can hit hard, play physical, good forechecker, and good skater. Of course, third round, you never know what could happen, but I think this is a great selection for the Montreal Canadiens at the pick 69. Then the Montreal Canadiens select after that at the pick number 81, and they got the right defenseman for the Medicine at Bryce Pickford. Pickford from the elite prospect is great. Is C. His best element is shooting. He have an amazing, great shot. Details defenseman turn goal scoring phenomenon. He is one of the draft feel good stories. He has the shot, but can he develop the rest? This is the biggest problem for him. He has 20 goals and only 48 games in the WHL. That's the reason Montreal Canadiens are really interested to see how he's going to develop the right defenseman, Pickford. If you look about other stats, 99 on the offensive side, a 96 overall, transition 84, defense 66, 6 foot, 0.25, 190, a little bit smaller at Logan Mailloux, but he has the kind of prototype of the plus. If you look about the other graphic, shooting, shots, transition, and his offense involved. So he joined the rush, good skater overall. But again, can he transform his defensive zone coverage better? And this will be his only problem I can say about him. But again, Montreal select at the pick number 81, Bryce Pickford. He was returning on the stage right away at the pick number 82, and now they select the first goaltender of the two. It came from Russia, Arseny Radkov. Radkov is a goalie at 6'3", 198 pounds, played on the MHL last season, played only 19 games, at 3.18 goal against average, save percentage of .918. Now you're going to see his low number is a little bit low at 4.540, guys. A day great. Goaltender is different on the scouting, and I would not be worried about that. and we have to give him time. This is going to take 3 years before we see him maybe around the Montreal Canadiens. A little bit like Volonkin. Volonkin right now jumping from MHL to the KHL this year. It took him a solid 2 years before he become that kind of goalie. So we have to be patient with Radkov and the possibility to see him with the Montreal Canadiens. We'll see how he's going to look like, his development at long term. But Montreal Canadiens add another goalie inside of this organization. My next player I want to talk about is the Montreal Canadiens select at the pick 113, John Mooney. A lot of people know him like LJ Mooney. And Mooney, guys, is a special player because he's only 5'7", 5'8", 162 pounds. But take attention of this. A teeny yet physical winger with dynamic skating and angling. He has the tools to play in the NHL at his size, but he must develop his read and playmaking further. Look his number: skating 6, angling 6, grade C. He played last year with the team USA and the national program U18. You can see his number of his performance with 64 games. He has 13 goals, but again, 46 assists for a total of 59 points. Now, if you look about a little bit more what the elite prospect talk about him, look his number overall, 84. His defense, 89. His transition of the game, guys, is 80. Offense is only 69, but again, his entry transition is excellent. His defensive side of the game is excellent. He needs to work more on his retrieval defensive zone, off-puck assist, proactive contact. But again, at 5'7", guys, it could be a little bit not possible for Montreal Canadiens to get maybe a home run with him. We have to be patient. This kid is going to play in the NCAA next season, and we have to wait at least 2 or 3 years. But again, Montreal tried to get young players, a small body, and to try to get a home run. We'll see what's happening with this selection of Mooney. The next pick Montreal Canadiens select is another goaltender. Yes, Alexis Cournoyer, pick at the number 145. Cournoyer is a big 6'4", 205 pounds, late rising goalie with a fun backstory that used size to his advantage. He played last year with the Eagles and the QM. After he split the season, first of all, he was played in the MJAHL. He played 21 games. He has a goal against average of 1.82 and a save percentage of 0.942. Grade D, skating 5, and you can see the rest of the number is at 4.0, 4.5. Again, guys, goaltender profile. It's not like the players. It's a late baby boom players goalie, and we have to wait looking like his development. Now the Montreal Canadiens select at 177, Carlos Handel. Handel is players born in Germany, joined the Halifax Moosehead this year, and the QM is a 6'05" right defenseman, 132 pounds. His grade is C. His number are more balanced to any other players of the draft prospect for the Montreal Canadiens. Have 3 goals, 23 assists, 26 points. For what I hear and what I read about him, what he needs to improve is really his defensive zone coverage and his puck retrieval. He was a little bit late at the beginning of the season. He get better and better after the season. The Montreal Canadiens hope he can improve that side of the game. But again, this is a player going to take a little bit longer to develop. And the Montreal Canadiens select Carlos Handel at 177 overall pick. The next player I want to talk about is Montreal select at 189, Andrew McNeil. McNeil from Kitchener Rangers is a right defenseman also, 6'3", 189 pounds. Played only 33 games last season. We have to wait what he will look like later. But again, Montreal add another right defenseman and a big body. And sometimes it takes time. This is going to be a long project, guys. Everyone select at the round number 4, 5, 6, 7. You never know. But I want you to know who they are, what it could become, and you give you a little bit more a breakdown of each players. And then the Montreal Canadiens select at the pick number 209, the last pick of the day, left defenseman Maxim Vig. big play at the USHL last year with the Cedar Rough Riders. He has 10 goals, 22 assists for 32 points in 62 games. 6'2", 212 pounds. Is committed to play in NCAA next season and is a really physical defenseman. He can distribute the puck very well. Of course, this is a long project for him. But again, I think overall the Montreal Canadiens have a great day on the day number 2 of the NHL Draft. Select 9 friend players overall. They trade up twice to select a specific players. And like Bob Pobrave and Martin Lapointe said during the press conference after the draft, they was really targeting players with size, but also with physicality, compete, work ethic, and they will helping the Montreal at long term. They know many of them are going to take a time, so the word patient is. Hopefully, this is going to helping you more to understand who they are, and hopefully, you're going to leave me a comment below this video what you think about the performance overall the Montreal Canadiens, or maybe how excited about a specific players, or let me know about what Montreal is going to do now until the rest of the summer. Are they going to sign a new player from the UFA market, or maybe another trade to get what they're missing for the upcoming season? We know Montreal are targeting a second center to play with Demidov and Patrick Laine. We'll see what Kent Hughes and Jeff Gordon are going to do for the next couple of weeks. But until then, my friend, don't forget to subscribe, click on the likes, and of course, become a member of the Hockey National Show. It's only $1.99, $2.99. It's not much, but it will helping the channel to grow and stay live here every single day. I think with all the information we bring to you guys, we content, the live streaming, we pass over 10 hours of live streaming this weekend. It's not much overall, and you're going to helping us bring more content every single day. And until then, my friend, remember, you have greatness inside of you, and we wish you an amazing, great, blessed day, everybody.